Hi friends, I have not done an English video for quite a long time. So I thought since a political time in USA, it's quite hot as we know. So I thought, do some videos aiming that whether we can get some idea as to what will happen on the November 5th of 2024. So I thought looking at people, influential people in each party to see, what it's like on November 5th night or November 6th early morning. That will give us some idea as to, what will be the outcome. Whether they see a disappointment or whether they see a happiness or whatever, like that way. That's what I was thinking, So as a first step, I'm going to do Mike Johnson. This is Speaker. And he got elected all of a sudden into the House of Representatives of USA in, I think it's in October. What I did was I just did go into the ChatGPT and ask what are the important dates of his life. And then you can see that he got elected on 56th Speaker on October 25th, 2023. So what I did was I checked that. Based on that, I don't have his birth certificate or private knowledge from, what his birth time is correctly. But I looked at each of these dates and then his achievements of his life, and then I come up with the birth time of 2:22 p.m. He was born in Louisiana. So I believe this time is right because, a lot of hard work to get a time right. So, it's not many people who does that because I was looking for his chart but couldn't find anything that anywhere close. So, but, me and my seer together, we work on these birth times and we put our heads together and come up with the time. So this is how it is. But looking at his chart, all the good karma that brought to this life is clearly seen. He comes to a very good lagna, which is Gemini. Only two malefics to contend with. Only two malefics to contend with, Rahu and Ketu. Rest of the planets are all benefic to him. So that is a great thing, that he has brought a lot of good karma to this life, and he knew before he come, this is what he's going to be doing. This is very lucky chart. Particularly, good fortune come from this moon, and a very good fortune come from Jupiter, also from Venus. House of, this is where house of luck is, good fortune is. And then this one is extremely good fortune also for him to get the easy gains. All of a sudden becoming a speaker wouldn't happen if it wasn't this. And that's how it happens because the good karma brought to this life. Life works on the good karma and bad karma you come to this life with. But in his case, he carried quite a bit of good karma compared to the bad karma. Because that's what it happens. Because I don't really plan to explain, how all of this works, because that's a very big science. It takes 20 years to learn, pretty much. So we are not going there. So what I did was, what each karma that he brought, each planet, what he brought to this life. Like I start from his lord. You can see from Mercury, he gets easy gains. You can clearly say easy gain of speakership. It's just a great speakership, easy gain. He gets status, he gets wealth, he gets good speech, he gets assets, and some obstacles as well, and good family. So nothing, it's all good except like he has obstacles, as everybody in life has obstacles. So, that brought here, and a good family. And then from this, he brings again status, wealth, good family, speech and easy gains, and administration. That's the thing. That's administrative ability that comes with this one. But again, you can see these are repeated items. Like you can see status, status here, wealth, wealth here. Good family and good family here, and speech, speech there. So pretty much things get repeated in these, how it comes like that. And then from this son, it provides easy gains again. Easy gains relating to the government. That is the most important thing. Because he meant to work in the government, even though he studied business administration and law, he meant to work for the government. He get the easy gains from the government. He has status again, wealth here, government here, obstacles also there. It is not easy job to do a speaker's job. And also administration ability. So he has given even this, is pretty much giving similar qualities. And then the Venus, this is where the good fortune is. Where the good fortune is. In this here, you can see first item is good fortune. This is the good fortune house here. Good wife and children. Definitely, he gets that, and he get good luck through there too. And a good communication abilities, it comes through that. And initiative and romance, he had romance with his wife, and he was serious in marrying her, and that's how it happens. And the spiritual pursuits, so he's a spiritual person, he's God-fearing person. So, and the courage and the intellect come from this also. He has the courage and intellect and manage, because administration here, courage, intellect here, initiatives there, good communication ability, all of that is pretty much. And then Jupiter, this one comes, it gives you truly a good marriage and a truly good long-term partners. This one gives a long-term partners that he can rely on. And a spiritual wife. God-fearing person, status, good job, that definitely give from this one. And also personality is given from that, and the profession, confidence on that he's given that. And a profession of, he studied law because of this. Jupiter, anybody who is very strong in Jupiter related to the job, they are lawyers. So that's what happens. And then the friends and income is given, so influential friends and income is given through this. So which is again very good karma there. And then the Saturn provides good fortune again. He's the Lord of good fortune. So that's and foreign travel, foreign influence. He may have even a foreign residence, anything, foreign assets he may have it, that's a possibility all the time. And he has intellect. Again, you can see intellect here, prosperity. And this is all end of life, like that's late, it's not for now. But, this planet provides that information. In other words, he'll have a long life too, because it's Saturn there. And the Mars provide the courage, profession, long-term partners, and then the character, good character. It's not, you don't hear much bad things about him, so that's a good thing. And friends and income also given by that, and a health, fairly good health that's given. So all of these are pretty much good stuff. And then from Rahu, it gives him the desire for easy gains. He had the desire all the time, One day he will achieve something much higher. From this he gets obstacles. these obstacles that he faces from time to time, that is come from there. Because it's through deception, actually. Some people are trying to achieve their motives, but shows a different face, that's called deception. And then, Rahu also desire to acquire assets, that gives in, and the blood pressures and unearned wealth. If he ever wanted to get unearned wealth, Rahu will help him, but that's again provide a bad karma through that, So this is that, and this is not a good planet for him, because you can see the red color. There is some amount of bad karma through here, but it is far away from his most effective point is 4.1, and then this is 11. This comes after age 50, age 60. So that's what it is. And then this is Ketu provides spiritual family, because he's in the family house. And he's the one who pushes you to the spirituality and obstacles to status. Like when you see some people are trying to criticize and things like that, that's coming from this one. Disputes, put you in disputes for him. Caution in speech, you have to exercise caution in speech because of this karma here. It's a bad karma. An understanding of life. Because whenever, Ketu associate wherever it is, you get your understanding. Because it removes the curtains in life and the spiritual pursuits. Again, so you can see these themes are repeated in many instances. That says a really, lucky person brought some good karma to this life. I mean, not some, good bit of good karma. And then do the service, and one fine day we all leave this world. Now the thing is, since I checked these events, but I want to show you like one. Let's look at this event here. Speaker of the House declared the Speaker of the House on October 25th, 2023. So if I go to October 25th, 2023, this is his thing, right? And then clearly you can see that he was meant to be a speaker on that day because of this particular transit. Mars is courage and the Sun is government here, right? So he stood up and to achieve this. And also, this is luck on that day, quite a bit of luck on that day. That's how Venus aspect Venus give you that part. Actually, this Sun, his name must have come like 3 to 4 days earlier into the picture. If you look at from this date, maybe October 20th or October 21st, 2nd, that's the time that his name came into the picture. That's come through this one. That's good karma through this one, very clearly. His friends and his intellect. Clearly his friends was telling him, okay, we will put your name through. That would have happened 3 days earlier. Like, if I do that, like let's say on 21st. You can see this here. On 21st, Sun was at, within 1 degree of his most effective point. You can clearly see that, because if you look at Sun here, in the 5th house, you can see it is 4.16, whereas this is 4.41. So his success started on October 21st, pretty much, or October 20th. His friends are saying to him, we are going to put your name through this. And then rest is history, because, he is lucky. That's how it works. Now, I want this now, the whole idea of doing these things around the political parties, because he's a third in line to the presidency. So the idea of doing this is to understand, what his frame of mind on the 5th of November or 6th of November. I think it is, elections are on 5th of November. Yeah. So you can see the 5th of November is elections. So if I look at his transits, what kind of a frame of mind he will have, I'm going to go to November 5th. I will put like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock in the night. It could be even, let's say, 11:53. Or we may know the outcome of the elections around, midnight or afterwards. So if you just put even 11, this is at 8 o'clock, like almost 9 o'clock in the night. So I'm lining up with 3 and 3. Looking at where the planets are, you can see one of his best planets are in here, Moon aspecting his self here. But the important thing to understand is in this one, you can see, we know that these are the two bad planets for him. Two bad planets for him. So Rahu aspect natal Ketu by 98%. Ketu aspect Rahu at 98%. So this is meaning that this is Rahu in transits, that are Rahu going around in transits, is sitting right on the birth position of Ketu. And in the other hand, the Ketu right on the top of birth position of Rahu. In other words, this is 11:44 here, this is 11:48 here. Right? So aspect, meaning that, this one is 11:48 and 11:44. What truly happens here is that, this is the important things to learn. Whenever Rahu aspect Ketu or Ketu aspect Rahu, it's not a good time. It's a really pressing, depressing, uncertain time. But that happens only until it matches, and the following day it brings relief. So, but when you look at it now, we are seeing 11:44 here on the road in the transits, but in here we are seeing 11:48. So I want to know when the 11:48 was passed. For me to do that, it could be earlier day, November 4th. If I do that, you can see it's 99 here. Previous day, November 4th, just before the election, it was at 11:50 in the night, right, at 9 o'clock. So 11:50, and we want to reach to 11:48. So this could very well be happening in an, let's say, 10 o'clock, 10 p.m. We'll see whether it gone over. It is still at 11:50. So 11:53 in the night. 59. 11:59 in the night. Still 99. Let's see whether it's gone over. Yeah, it's basically right on top. You can see it's 11:48 and 11:48. So that's right on top. So after this time, pretty much the November 5th is a relief day. You can see November 5th is a relief day for him. So he had a long, fairly long anticipation and, uncertain period coming all the way like that, and then starts to come down. The day that starts to come down is on the 5th, because 4th, midnight, it is right on top. So it will be on the 5th. So in the 5th, it's a good day for him. Right? So if you look at on the 5th, at 11:59, you can see it's gone over. 11:43, 11:43, and 11:48. So this is a fairly good day for him. Does that mean he's going to hear his party winning at the presidency as well as the Congress? And then that is what the question is. Because November 5th, he will have some sort of relief. That's for sure. That's for sure. If the elections, he should know the color of the elections by then. But if this goes over later, like if this goes over to 6th, now it is not so good days again. If it goes over to the 6th, because it's 11:38 versus 11:48. Because what happens is, whenever a bad time goes in our life, it goes to a peak, and immediately there is a day of relief, and then few days not so good after that. It's like a mountain, like mountain goes up like this, trouble of mountains, and then goes to the top, anxiety and expectations, and then starts to come down. The first time it's bent down to the come down path, to the slope, it's relief. And then after that, because of these red ones, after that few days are not good. So if the election results are heard within 5th itself, and also early morning of 6th, probably good. Probably good news for him. And after that, it's going down slowly. So that's what's going to happen. The idea of this is, looking at the transits of each one. I'm going to do Kamala Harris, the Vice President, after that. And then also I want to do Democratic Party, clearly in a period of disputes. I'm going to do those ones. And then eventually I'm going to do President Trump and President Biden, what is like for them on the November 5th and early morning of 6th. Okay, I hope this helps. If you have questions, please comment, and then I will answer whatever questions you have. This is, I'm doing this for people to understand how life works, and I'm not a political person or anything like that. I have no other motive relating to elections or any other politicians. All the best. Thanks for watching.